welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley Morris, the owner and lead tutor at amtutors.com. In this video, we're going to learn a new way to solve systems of equations. We're going to use substitution. Now, graphing was great. We did that in the previous couple of videos, but graphing only works in a couple of situations. You have to have graph paper, which, where's my graph paper? I don't have any. All the answers where they cross, the answers have to be nice, pretty integer answers. The intercepts also need to be integers so that you can actually get them on your graph, or you're just not going to get a good answer. You're not going to get the exact answer. Substitution works even when the answers are decimals. So this first one's not going to be decimals, but the next one will have a decimal or a fraction answer. And I'm going to show you that we can still solve it. We just can't use graphing. So let's look at this first one. We are going to do substitution. Now think back to when you were learning how to simplify expressions and you had to plug in a variable for x equals 5. That's what substitution is. But instead of plugging in like y equals 3, we're going to plug in y equals negative x plus 4, and we're going to do it into the other equation. Make sure you plug it into the other equation. So we've got 2x plus 3 times. Now we got to be careful. We got to do all of this. So we're going to do it in parentheses equals 9. So I recopied this second equation, but where there was a y, I put this negative x plus 4. Now let's distribute. 3 times negative x is negative 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. This is going to combine to give me negative x plus 12 equals 9. Get the x by itself, so we need to subtract the 12. And then this is negative 1 times 3, so we're going to divide by negative 1. So x is 3 for this one. Yay, that worked out nice and pretty. So now we've got to find y. We're going to take this 3 and we're going to plug it in either here for x or here for x. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to use the top one just because it's the top one. Also, it's kind of nice that it's already y by itself. So negative x became negative 3 plus 4. That gives me y is 1. So my answer is 3, 1 for this one. And you can go back and check it. Y is going to be 1. So does 1 equal negative 3 plus 4? Yes, we got 1 on both sides. Check. See if it works for the other one. Is 2 times 3 plus 3 times 1 going to equal 9? 6 plus 3, that does give me 9 on both sides. Check. So I know that is the answer. This is the spot where if we were graphing it, it would cross and they would intersect, cross, whatever you want to call it, at this point. Okay, let's look at another one of these. Here's my second one. I'm going to go ahead and warn you, these are going to be fractions for our answers, or decimals if you want to do it that way, but we're not going to be scared of those, okay? We know how to do fractions and decimals. Also, we have a calculator if we really get stuck. So let's take this, but this time it's x equals, and we're going to plug it in where the x is. 3 times 2y plus 1. Again, we're putting that in parentheses to make sure the whole thing gets multiplied by 3. Then we're going to distribute 6y plus 3 minus y equals 11. 6 minus 1 gives me 5. Remember, there's an invisible 1 right there. You can write it if you need to. Subtract 3 from both sides. Divide by 5. Now, I'm going to leave this as 8 over 5. That is also equal to 1.6. So if you wanted to do it as a decimal, you can. I don't prefer decimals for a couple of reasons. Mostly, if you have to round a decimal, you're not getting an accurate answer. So this one, it would be okay because that 1.6 did not round, I don't believe. But I like working with fractions better. So I'm going to work with the 8 fifths. That is what y equals. So I'm going to plug it in right here for y. X equals 2 times 8 over 5 plus 1. 2 times 8 over 5 is 16 over 5 plus 1. But I need a common denominator. I'm going to go and change that to 5 over 5. That's going to give me that x equals 21 over 5, which if you want that as a decimal, it is 4.2. I worked these out earlier, so I have that answer already ready to go. So my answer is going to be 21 over 5, comma 8 over 5. And Absolutely. Go check this. Plug it in, make sure it works. I worked it out earlier, so I know it's the answer. I hope that was helpful. If you have more questions, please reach out to us at amtutors.com. We would love to set up some one-on-one online tutoring sessions with you and our certified math teachers. I hope you have a great day.